Losing custody so early in the game, and then Jordan hasn't really played. He's played fullback before, so that was the reason he went and played at 6. It's a similar type role, and then lost Jed at half time. So pretty much our whole right edge was decimated. No Harvey. We missed Harvey Barron as well with his yardage carries. Tommy Briscoe did a good job on the wing. We weren't as fluent as we would have liked. Mainly, I think we can put that down to their rushing defence and also just the changes that we had to make in the course of the game.
Turning point in the second half appeared to be a Mason Lino kick that went out on the full from deep inside his own half. Do you feel as though that was where your side really got a grasp of the game and took control? I thought we played field position pretty good. We did struggle to get out of our end a bit, but when we were able to get the ball up there, we camped up there for a while. I thought our defence on the back of some really well placed kicks was a highlight. Just with their effort areas, guys working out a marker and making double tackles, triple tackles, things that probably go unnoticed to a lot of people. But the boys inside talk about those efforts and how they lift everyone around them. A lot of effort on the show tonight, also a lot of experience. Do you think that experience and effort won you the game there tonight?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had experience right across the park. Tommy Briscoe, Ed Chamberlain, Jack Hardiker, Aiden. The forwards are all reasonably experienced. So, but they're playing like 21-year-olds. So that's the beauty of it. It was a really danger game tonight after the emotion of last week and been trying to get up for this game. I thought. They were certainly up for it. They were ready to go. The crowd was right behind them, so there's a lot of reasons, to be happy with that result tonight.
It was a great atmosphere in here tonight. It was full house, but no one could see a clock, and that included you. How difficult did that make it for not just yourself, but for the players in terms of game management?
Yeah, really frustrating. There's nothing worse. They tell you not to watch the clock, but it's with our interchanges, for example, we had to really. You get caught and lost in the game, and then we had to check that we hadn't gone overtime with our interchanges. The players in the last few minutes, that's cruel to be able to, if you've got one set to defend or two sets to defend by what the clock says, and not being able to see it was more frustrating than anything.
And Lewis Martin had a fairly quiet game today. We didn't see as much from him carrying out a backfield, but he was in the right place at the right time to score what proved to be the match-deciding try. And just how happy are you with how he's developing as a player? Yeah,
he's consistent. Look, sides are going to start to mark up on him, which is what happened tonight. But he kept turning up. Games like that are good for him because he's only young. He hasn't had a lot of games, and he's going to get games where he's got to find a plan B. It's just not about getting the ball and running hard and doing what he's been doing. If sides are going to aim up and come out from outside in on him like that, he's going to have to find a plan B.
Is there any early diagnosis with regards to Jed Cartwright and Cade Cust? I'm sure there'll be some fans waiting to hear the news with anticipation.
Yeah, it looks like Jed's done a hemi, unfortunately, so they're never good. We'll just have to wait to see the severity. Cade's I'm pretty sure it'll be a hip pointer, which it's just been able to put up with the pain. It's just in a bad spot. So we'll just assess him tomorrow, a bit of a recovery session tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.